Your morning meal can make or break your entire day. But what if I told you that some of the most popular breakfast foods are actually sabotaging your health, energy, and metabolism from the moment you wake up? The shocking truth is that millions of people worldwide are starting their day with foods that trigger inflammation, spike blood sugar, and set them up for afternoon crashes that steal their productivity and well-being. I discovered this the hard way when I was constantly exhausted by 11 a.m. Despite eating what I thought was a healthy breakfast. After consulting with nutritionists and diving deep into metabolic research, I realized I was making critical morning mistakes that were literally programming my body for failure. Today, I'll reveal the 10 worst breakfast foods that doctors and nutritionists universally warn against, plus show you what to eat instead for sustained energy and optimal health. First on our danger list is sugary breakfast cereals. Those colorful boxes promising vitamins and minerals are actually sugar bombs in disguise. Harvard School of Public Health researchers found that people eating high-sugar cereals experienced blood glucose spikes, equivalent to eating candy for breakfast. Within 30 minutes, your blood sugar skyrockets, triggering massive insulin release that sets you up for an energy crash before lunch. Here's what's truly devastating about starting your day with sugar. When you eat high glycemic foods first thing in the morning, you're essentially hijacking your body's natural cortisol rhythm. Cortisol should gradually decline throughout the day, but sugar causes erratic spikes that leave you feeling wired yet exhausted. Stanford University's metabolic research shows that people eating sugary breakfasts have 40% higher cortisol levels throughout the day compared to those eating protein-rich meals. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published a study following 3,000 adults for 5 years. Those who regularly ate sugary cereals for breakfast showed increased risk of developing insulin resistance by 67%. Even more alarming, their afternoon energy levels were consistently 45% lower than people who chose protein and healthy fats for breakfast. Second is pastries and donuts, the convenient grab-and-go options that seem perfect for busy mornings. These refined flour and sugar combinations create what researchers call metabolic chaos. The Trans Fat Research Institute found that commercial pastries contain not just obvious sugars, but hidden trans fats that trigger systemic inflammation, lasting up to 6 hours after consumption. When you eat pastries for breakfast, you're essentially telling your body to store fat and burn sugar all day long. This metabolic switch makes it nearly impossible to access stored energy, leaving you constantly hungry and craving more sugar. Johns Hopkins researchers tracking breakfast patterns found that people eating pastries gained an average of 2.3 pounds more per year than those avoiding these foods. Third are fruit juices, even the ones labeled 100% natural or no sugar added. This might surprise you, but liquid fruit is one of the worst ways to start your day. When fruit is juiced, all the fiber that would slow sugar absorption is removed, leaving you with concentrated fructose that hits your liver like a tsunami. UCLA's hepatology department found that drinking orange juice on an empty stomach creates the same metabolic stress as drinking a can of soda. The fructose overload forces your liver to convert sugar directly into fat through a process called lipogenesis. Within 2 hours of drinking juice, fat synthesis increases by 78%. And this elevated fat storage continues for up to 5 hours. Fourth is instant oatmeal packets, those seemingly healthy options that promise convenience and nutrition. The reality is that most commercial instant oatmeal contains as much sugar as a cookie, plus artificial flavors and preservatives that disrupt gut bacteria. The processing destroys most of the beneficial fiber and nutrients, leaving you with glorified sugar water. Harvard's Nutritional Epidemiology Department compared different breakfast options and found that people eating instant oatmeal experienced hunger pangs 73% sooner than those eating steel-cut oats. The rapid digestion of processed oats causes blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes that trigger stress eating throughout the day. Fifth are breakfast bars and granola bars, marketed as healthy energy sources, but actually loaded with hidden sugars, artificial ingredients, and inflammatory oils. Most contain 12 to 20 grams of sugar per bar, equivalent to eating 5 teaspoons of sugar first thing in the morning. The corn syrup and artificial sweeteners create addictive eating patterns that make you crave more processed foods throughout the day. Mayo Clinic researchers studying breakfast bar consumption found that people eating these products showed decreased satiety hormones for up to 4 hours afterward. Their ghrelin levels, the hunger hormone, remained elevated 38% longer than people eating whole food breakfasts, leading to overeating throughout the day. Sixth is flavored yogurt, which seems healthy, but is actually a sugar delivery system disguised as protein. Most commercial flavored yogurts contain 15 to 25 grams of added sugar, more than a candy bar. The artificial flavors and high sugar content kill beneficial probiotics, eliminating any digestive benefits you might expect from yogurt. The International Journal of Food Sciences published research showing that flavored yogurt consumption for breakfast leads to inflammatory marker increases within 2 hours. C-reactive protein levels rose by 23%, indicating systemic inflammation that affects everything from joint health to cognitive function. Seventh are processed breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, and ham. These aren't just high in sodium and preservatives. They're classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization. Starting your day with nitrates and nitrites creates oxidative stress that damages cellular mitochondria, your energy powerhouses. The American Heart Association's breakfast study followed 40,000 people for 15 years and found that those eating processed meats for breakfast had 42% higher risk of heart disease and 19% higher risk of stroke. The sodium content also causes immediate dehydration and blood pressure spikes that stress your cardiovascular system from morning onwards. Eighth are sugary coffee drinks, including those popular cafe creations loaded with syrups, whipped cream, and artificial flavors. A typical flavored latte contains 35 to 50 grams of sugar, more than the entire daily recommended intake. When combined with caffeine on an empty stomach, this creates a perfect storm of blood sugar chaos and adrenal stress. Northwestern University's Sleep Research Center found that people drinking sugary coffee drinks for breakfast experienced disrupted sleep patterns, with cortisol remaining elevated 45% longer into the evening. This creates a vicious cycle of poor sleep, morning fatigue, and dependence on more sugar and caffeine. Ninth are white bread products, including bagels, toast, and English muffins. These refined grains behave exactly like sugar in your body, causing rapid insulin spikes without providing lasting satiety or nutrition. The glycemic index of white bread is actually higher than table sugar, making it one of the most blood sugar disrupting foods you can eat. The Diabetes Prevention Program, a landmark study following 3,234 people, found that those eating refined grains for breakfast had 61% higher risk of developing pre-diabetes within 3 years. The lack of fiber and nutrients means these foods provide empty calories that leave you hungry and craving more food within hours. 10th and final are low-fat diet foods, ironically promoted as healthy breakfast options. When fat is removed from foods, it's replaced with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and chemical stabilizers that wreak havoc on your metabolism. These products train your body to crave more food, while providing no satisfaction or sustained energy. Stanford's Metabolic Ward studies found that people eating low-fat breakfast products consume 22% more calories throughout the day, compared to those eating natural, unprocessed foods. The artificial ingredients disrupt leptin sensitivity, making it harder for your body to recognize when it's full. So what should you eat instead? The science is clear: your breakfast should combine protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates to stabilize blood sugar and provide sustained energy. Replace sugary cereals with steel-cut oats topped with nuts and berries. The fiber slows sugar absorption, while protein and healthy fats provide lasting satiety. Studies show this combination keeps blood sugar stable for up to 4 hours. Instead of pastries, choose whole grain toast with avocado and eggs. This combination provides all essential amino acids, healthy, monounsaturated fats, and complex carbohydrates that fuel your brain and muscles without blood sugar spikes. If this information helped you understand the connection between breakfast and daily energy, please subscribe for more science-based nutrition content. And if you're ready to transform your mornings, hit the like button and let me know in the comments which breakfast mistake you're most guilty of. Your journey to sustained energy starts with that first healthy bite.